Okay, so I've been dealing with Jeff at myvaporstore.com. Bought an eVic-VT 60, and I've been having some issues with the temp control after about a week on the black and red model. So we went back and forth with emails, and it seemed like he just didn't understand what I was trying to tell him. So I figured I'd shoot this video and show you what it's actually doing, so that way you can get a feel for what's going on. Now the coils themselves, I'm not a professional vlogger, but the coils themselves, focus might be hard to get. This is a 0.15 nickel build Kanger coil. It's for sub-tank mini. So here's a sub-tank filled with fluid. I'm going to put the nickel coil in there. And on top of that, I've been using the Ego 1, which is what comes with the eVic-VT. Using the stock nickel coil. The rating's too small to see what this is. This is a 0.20. Blue O-ring, which denotes nickel. So we're going to use that. We're going to take the Ego 1 base and screw the coil in. Nice and tight. Make sure the airflow is open. Take the Ego 1, put that on, tighten her down, get the juice off my fingers. So here's the eVic VT60. If I turn it on, no atomizer, it's in nickel, 400 degrees Fahrenheit, 40 watts, zero resistance, not locked. So I'm going to put the Ego 1, which is a 0.20 build. Put that on, and we'll see what it says. Okay, it says it's a 0.22. Put the drip tip on. 1, 2, 3. We're going to go down, and it's ice cold. 0.20 is what it's spec'd at. We're going to lock it in at 0.22. Now, as soon as I touch the fire button, it shows you the temperature that it reads off the coil. 183 is what it reads. Now if I try and vape this, because it's reading 0.22, it seems hotter than it actually is at room temperature. So as soon as I vape it, it's going to bounce off the temperature protection. So watch. Very little, if any, vapor off of this. And the coil's wet as wet can be. You can see there's golden fluid in there. Okay. Very little, if any, vapor coming out of it. So if I take this off, go back in, 1, 2, 3, and if I go down, unlock the resistance. Now according to Joytech, if you press and hold it with no atomizer on it, that resets the coil. It needs a 5% difference. So that coil is a 0.20, reads 0.22. I'm going to put my sub-tank mini with a nickel coil. Now the coil itself reads 0.15 is what it's supposed to be. Put that on nice and tight. Reads 0.10. Coil's a 0.15. Put the drip tip on it. Half the time when I press it, it'll say new coil. Half the time it won't. Doesn't say new coil. So 1, 2, 3. We'll go down. Even though it's a 0.15, we'll lock it at 0.10. Locked. Watch the temperature. 270. 232. So that's a cold coil locked in at 0.10 when it's 0.15. And it's already reading 230, 270. As soon as I try and vape this, I'll get a little bit of vapor and it'll hit temp protection. So watch. Again, nickel. Almost nothing coming out of it because it bounces off the temp control. It starts out at 200, hits 400 immediately. It's not 200. It's about 70 degrees room temperature. Very little coming out. Now, You can trick this into working, and I want you to see the difference. What I have to do, go into it, go down, unlock it, and hit it. Now I'm going to vape on this a few times. The only time it changes the resistance is when you take the coil head off and screw it back on, and it'll update. I'm going to vape it, take it off, put it back on until it reads the actual resistance of 0.15. And I want you to watch what the difference is in the vapor production. The temp control will actually work if you can fool it. Almost nothing. Almost nothing. So that's unlocked, so it'll adjust. I'm going to take the coil off so it reads 0. No coil. Let's put it back on and see what it reads. Okay, 0.14, so we're almost there. New coil, push to the right. Okay. As we get closer to the actual temperature, or the resistance of the coil, 0.15, we'll actually get a little bit better vapor out of it. Getting better. So, let's take that off. 0.14. 0.15. Actual resistance of the coil. 1, 2, 3. You can see it's already dropped down to 0.14. But let's lock it in. I'd like to have it at 0.15 so I can show you. But the difference is night and day. If I can heat the coil up enough to make it think it's a 0.15, which it is, it reads a 0.10, I can make it actually use temp control properly. This is the reason why I'm requesting an RMA. Okay. We'll go 3 clicks. We'll go down. We'll unlock it. 0.14, 0, 0.13. See if I can get it to 0.15. Okay, 0.14. There's the magic number, 0.15. 1, 2, 3. And already it's dropped down. Lock that in. Notice the vapor difference. Much warmer vape. Vapor production is much better. Put that back to nickel. Go down. Unlock. Unscrew the coil head. Now we've got 0 unlocked. Reset. Now 0.15, this is a 0.20. It's 25% more resistance. All it takes is 5%, and it should ask me for a new coil. It should read roughly 0.20. Still reads 0.21. So it does ask me, new coil. I'm going to tell it, new coil. We'll do 3 clicks. Nickel, 40 watts. Lock it in basically cold. As you can see, 238, 229. That's a cold coil. No vapor. So that's why I'm requesting an ORMA. So Jeff, I hope this helps. I hope you try and understand what I'm telling you, how it doesn't read the resistance properly, and it thinks the coil is actually hotter than it actually is, and it kicks out the temp control, except for the Kanger. If I can get that hot enough to read what it actually is and lock it in, it'll do the temp control properly and do everything that it should. So I hope that helps. Thanks.